Prosecutors played a teenager's dying call to 911 at her father's capital murder trial. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes. The prosecution says Sarah Saeed is the unidentified voice telling 911 that her father shot her and that she is dying. Yasser Saeed is charged with murdering his daughters, Sarah and her sister Amina, in 2008. There were two 911 calls presented today as evidence. Fox 4's SHAUN RABB joins us now live with the details from today's testimony. SHAUN.
Yeah, Heather, as you say, two calls. One of those calls coming from an employee of what was then the Omni Mandalay Hotel that brought police out. But the first call that you're going to hear today, and we've withheld listening to all of the content, is from an unidentified woman who could not tell police where she was, but did tell 911 her father was killing her. The jury listened intently to a dying declaration on 911. The caller saying she's been shot by her father and she's dying. Prosecutors say it's the voice of Sarah Saeed in the 4-minute, 39-second call to Irving Police, January 1st, 2008 at 7:33 p.m.
What's going on, man?
Yasser Saeed, the father of both murder victims, Sarah and her sister Amina, showed no emotion as cries for help played in court, at times turning to one of the defense team and talking even as the chilling call played. Detective Kevin Hubbard, a dispatch supervisor and an Irving Fire Department employee, tried to get information from the unidentified caller but couldn't. That call ended at 7:37 p.m.
So you don't know if they're dying?
I can only take them for the words they give me.
Defense attorney Joe Patton tried to show the 911 call should not be admitted as the state described it.
So you cannot testify whether this was a dying declaration. You have no idea what condition that person was in.
At the time that I took the phone call, no.
Patton objected and wanted the call stricken from the record. Amina and Sarah Saeed were both shot to death sitting in a jet taxi. That taxi in line with cabs waiting for fares outside what was at the time the Omni Mandalay.
Doorman told me that there were a couple people in a cab that were hurt really bad and that I needed to come out to the front drive.
Nathan Watson ran guest services at the hotel in 2008. What he saw in a cab caused him to call 911.
One of the people in the passenger seat looks like she's punched over. We don't see the driver anymore.
There's somebody in the back as well?
There's somebody in the back as well.
The two sisters dead in the cab. Defense team member Baharan Muse pressed whether anyone said Yasser Saeed was at the hotel that night.
So, nobody said they saw him there that night, correct?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I didn't ask my employees whether they saw him, other than did they see a driver from the cab, and I was told that nobody had seen the cab driver.
Crime scene photos put the courtroom in the moment when now retired Irving officer Richard Bracey arrived on scene. He was questioned by prosecutor Brandy Mitchell.
You did not take these photos.
No, ma'am.
This is what you saw when you got to the Omni Mandalay. Would that be correct?
That is correct.
Bracey was the first law enforcement on scene and checked the girls for signs of life.
Tell the dispatcher that I have two deceased people at the scene and that I need more units.
And of course, you hear Bracey fighting to control his emotions, frog in his throat today as he describes those pictures over today. 14 years later, this police officer with emotion, the father of these two girls, who's accused of capital murder and has pled not guilty, showing no emotion as that 911 call and these images were posted in the courtroom. Testimony resumes tomorrow morning.